overload.
Hey Rob, you want to do us an introduction?
No.
Well, Matt, do you want to do us an introduction?
It's Basketballcast!
It is. What's the Bucketscast?
Bucketscast!
Yeah.
Hey, it's the Bucketscast. We're the roster. We have Jake, Matt, Esra, and Rob here.
Hello.
Is that what you said last time? We have to introduce
we've gone
ourselves?
about 3 pods without saying our names the entire pod.
Okay.
Probably right. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. What if our one view was just a rotating different person who just has no...
Yeah. Oh, actually, side note for whoever's listening to this on YouTube, I know you're going to stop listening to this about 8 minutes in, so if you're going to do that, just stop now.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. Why are you doing that?
Is that what the analytics are telling you?
That's what the analytics are
It's
telling
so
me.
weird.
Yeah. What's that about?
Is that saying our first 8 minutes are boring?
Are you,
No.
Because why would you wait 8 minutes to find that out?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Surely you know by 30 seconds that we're shit.
Well, good. Alright, if you're listening to this on YouTube, you either sit through the whole fucking thing, or you stop now.
Or just skip to
It's
the end.
definitely me stopping at 8
Oh,
minutes.
yeah,
100%.
I was going to say, I might actually be logging out at 8 minutes, 'cause that's all I can take of my voice.
So, what you're telling me is that our biggest listeners are you guys.
And we
Okay.
can't even make
Okay.
it through all.
I haven't listened. I just log on for the start to see what funny thing you put at the start on, and then skip to the end, see what funny things at the end.
I really like the intro music.
Oh, really?
I sit through the
Okay.
intro music.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
What a banger. Anyway, back to basketball.
Well, speaking of things that are disappointing, Kyle Lowry's injury is probably disappointing for the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, that's pretty
right? Hurt his wrist, I think, needs surgery.
Yeah. We'll be
Out
pushing
until-
for a playoff comeback.
Yeah.
Not good for the Raptors.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
It's not good for the Raptors, that's what I think.
I think it's
Alright,
going to
next
push...
topic.
I think... well, he's right, that's it. Nah, Raptors do bad. Nah, I think this is going to push the Raptors out of a home seat come playoffs. And
Where are they at now?
they're at 4th, but they're only a game ahead of Atlanta.
Okay.
And with Atlanta being healthy, I don't see Toronto being strong enough to hold up a 1-game lead the rest of the season. I mean, they could. They've still got a lot of talent, but...
Yeah, well, they got Ibaka and PJ Tucker to solidify that top 4 seed, but Kyle Lowry's kind of the guy on that team.
Yeah.
And although DeMar DeRozan has
the
been...
plays now.
Yeah.
Yeah, DeRozan
Corey
is
Joseph, I
balling.
guess. DeRozan's been playing really, really well, but...
Himself a time. Yeah.
Huh?
DeRozan's having himself a time.
A very
He
good
is
time.
killing it, but that's what I mean. DeRozan's killing it, and they haven't had a blowout yet, and he's been scoring 40-ish a night.
Yeah.
And they've been struggling to stay in games, so that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
It's probably not good putting this extended weight on DeRozan's shoulder.
He's
too,
going to be
going
gassed
into
come
the
playoffs. They're either going to drop far in the seeds, or DeRozan's going to drive them to a high seed and be completely gassed.
Yeah. So, Matt, do you think they'll stick around the 4 seed, or...?
I don't see him going any further than 5 because you got the 6 seed is the Pacers, then you got the Bulls and Pistons. They're not going to drop any below those guys. So.
5 is the lowest they'll go.
Yeah, and then they're going to be playing the Hawks, which they are anyway at the moment. So it wouldn't matter to that much.
Yeah.
I just think it matters to Toronto because the difference between playing in Toronto and playing somewhere else for them is huge.
I think on Zach Lowe's podcast with DeMar mentioned that he's actually not worried about home court advantage because they really worried about that. Might have been that it was one of the last.
The time the Wizards gave them an absolute flogging when they were the 3rd seed.
I think, baby. I think he said that they're not worried about what if they have home court advantage or not because they worried about that so much and it didn't matter. So now they're more worried about being ready to play.
I feel like it's the kind of thing they shouldn't focus on, but they really should be trying.
Okay.
It shouldn't be their main focus. It should be playing good basketball, but it's one of the small things that will help them if they want to win a title.
Yeah, I think the big thing for Toronto is just maybe even good without Larry finding a key group of guys that you can get, especially with the additions of Ibaka and Tucker. Like you get them worked into the roster. You try and organize, your 9-man rotation for the playoffs. I don't think home court's that big for them.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be the 4th seed.
Alright, so a branching path for us here, guys. Do we want to talk more injuries or seedings? Because we can talk about Embiid, or we can talk about... Okay. Do we want to chat about Embiid?
I guess
possibly being new Greg Oden?
I wouldn't... Let's not go that far, man. Don't say that shit.
I'm pretty sad. I'm fatalistic.
Nah, he'll
about
be
this.
right.
You reckon?
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
He came back after 2 years,
Yeah.
and he was the GOAT.
So
he's only missing 30 games.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
I suppose.
And it's like you're also forgetting Greg Oden never had a stretch of games like Embiid's had this season. Though.
That's true.
Because Embiid's been looking healthy for what he played, and then obviously he wasn't healthy, but He played like it, and he wasn't worrying about getting re-injured, which is something you can sort of see when Oden played. He was very cautious, kind of like how Rose was when he came back from his injury. But Embiid just bam straight into it. Like sure he got injured again, but I think it's more of a take the season off. Philly is shit anyway. Let's get even worse. Try and get a higher pick and maybe get someone else in there. But I guess we'll see.
God, can you imagine next season if they get Embiid, Simmons back, and a high draft pick? Are they is there any universe where they push for the 8th seed?
It could happen. Let's not go that far yet.
Nah,
we haven't seen some play yet.
No, either.
But if they get Lonzo Ball or some shit, they could be alright.
No, okay. The only outcomes are he's Greg Oden, or they win the finals next season.
Alright, that's pretty much it. That's 2K.
And Lonzo Ball wins MVP.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad we got that.
I was talking with Steven, about this the other day. It's you could almost see it coming with the amount of pressure Philly put on him while he was playing. His usage rate was ridiculous. And this is a guy coming off of 2 years of injury, and he's now the man, and he's playing, as Estron said the other day, high impact minutes on the court. He's trying to make
bodied up hard.
He's trying to make big time plays, and I'll give him one more chance. One more injury and it might be GG.
I'm okay with him getting little injuries that every player gets, but if he gets another serious injury, especially to his lower body, that's it.
Yeah. So, but Matt, you tell me not to panic about Embiid. Okay.
He'll be right.
Okay.
I'm going to say panic a little bit.
Okay.
Panic.
Rob, I'm not going to say panic. I'm going to say getting a bit of a sweat about this. Don't panic, but...
Okay, how much sleep am I losing, hours-wise?
I mean, you won't be getting your full 8 hours.
Okay.
But, mate, you'll be getting about 6 hours.
Just don't read the roster for Philadelphia without Ben Simmons and Embiid. And don't watch Jahlil Okafor play
Don't watch him play defense.
That was filthy. Thank you, Bulls, for not pulling the trigger on that.
Did he get dragged out of the game for that? Or
so.
did he get noticed later? Because I think if I was a coach and they did that, I'd bench him for 5 games. I'd be like, don't even show up.
Release the
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
I don't think he's going to turn out to be a great player.
I think he's going to turn out to be a player in 5 years.
Yeah, you reckon he'll be out of the league?
Yeah.
Wow. That is unfortunate for the Sixers and for Okafor. But I guess if you play that sort of defense, you probably shouldn't play in the NBA.
And from all reports coming out of Philly as well, he's been dropped from numerous games because he hasn't been fit to play. Whether that's because he's it's obviously not a physically fit thing, but it's obviously been either he's rocked up munted or some shit like that. I mean, we've all seen his good old car antics before, so
maybe
he needs to just get his head right.
Maybe he just feels a little rejected.
Absolutely.
All eyes on.
They basically told him they're going to trade him already. But they'd be wait, no, Embiid got injured, so we'll keep you around for a little bit. How should that feel?
He shouldn't feel rejected. He's had his opportunity. If he really wanted to be the guy, he had a whole season for it.
He came second rookie of the year.
He had a good first season.
Look who else was the rookie of the year. It was a horrendous year.
It wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that Michael Carter-Williams year?
No, man, that was Cat. That was last year.
No, he wasn't a rookie last year. It was the year before that.
No,
he was rookie last year.
I feel like we talked about this.
Yeah, I know about this concept, but I thought, okay, I might be wrong. Either way.
Did we have this conversation on the podcast?
Yes.
He might have come second in then if it was last year, but it was by an absolute landslide. And there were numerous players under him who should have got higher voting. Like me and Esther were talking about this in the car yesterday. Old mate at the Nuggets.
Jokic.
Jokic.
But Jokic didn't play that much.
From advanced stats, he should have won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. But then, advanced stats are, interesting because he looks great, but he only plays 8 minutes a game. I think Cat, even though he wasn't as
not saying Cat won it.
Yeah.
He should have won it, but Jalil, go fuck yourself.
I think
I think you'll be right.
Strong take.
You'll be fine.
Stay away from Chicago.
Yeah, I've sort of bought out of the process now. I think Embiid is the process.
Yeah.
And, without him...
Simmons is the process.
Just give him 5 years, and when he's got his cyborg parts installed, he'll be unstoppable.
We just have to wait for Mecca Embiid.
No. I think you're onto something a little bit though. If they get a lead guard, because they're going to probably have a top 3 pick, they could have another top 5 pick from the Lakers.
Yeah.
Potentially. And with Simmons and Embiid back, hopefully healthy next year.
Yeah. And when Embiid plays, he turns them into a competent basketball team, regardless of who's on the court with him.
Yeah.
So if he actually gets good players around him, that's interesting.
With the Lakers pick, is a top 3 protected?
Yeah, Lakers get it if it's in the top 3.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's...
God, if they get knocked out,
the Lakers are 3rd at the moment, I think. Yeah, Lakers are... they're a game ahead of Phoenix, who are for second, so it should be okay for the Lakers as long as their pick doesn't slip.
Yeah, because
And if we know the
Maybe a chance
NBA,
it does,
Philly
though.
getting numerous picks,
Yeah.
boys.
Wait, who has the worst record in the NBA?
Nets.
Oh, the
And
Nets
who,
by that number.
and who has their pick?
But I think it's...
unpredictable.
I think it's-
The Bulls come draft day. Let's go.
do we want to talk about the Celtics?
Sure.
A bit later. We've still got more injuries to go to.
There are.
Kevin Durant out for the season.
It's fine. They're fine. They're fine. All right, this is good.
There's
I like
Matt
this.
Barnes. What do you guys think of Matt Barnes?
I
love that.
I love
too.
that Barnes
I
coming
love
back.
it.
Have you seen what he posted on Instagram?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm here to finish where
Tears
I
your
started.
heart
Yeah, fuck that. I think I like it just because he's like an enforcer.
Yeah.
He's a rough guy. He's like a Draymond Green.
Yeah.
They didn't really have anyone apart from Draymond who like shove another guy who gets in
Yeah.
like Steph's face. And I like those guys. I think
you
Matt
can
Barnes.
you can never have too many bullies on
Yeah,
your team.
Matt Barnes can get a bit out of control at
Unless you're the
times,
Kings.
but I
Yeah.
still like it. A 3-and-D guy. Yeah,
Sure.
You can never have enough 3-and-Ds.
Yeah.
I think I rate Matt Barnes over Jose Calderon.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's fair. I think Barnes will have some easy shots at least, which will help because in Sacramento his 3-point shooting percentage wasn't great, but
And I mean, now they can go back to a lineup with Barnes in it. We have Curry Thompson, Iguodala, Barnes. Sorry, Bogut.
I hadn't thought about that.
Oh,
Um,
bogus.
So,
And,
okay, now let me just put out this hypothetical for you. Since this has been the season of, oh yeah, they'll return. Oh, actually, no, they're out for the season.
Hypothetical.
Oh, got him. No, but
Whenever you see left knee strain will be
Yeah,
tested,
it's
they're
always
done.
an ACL.
They're fucked.
so they said it's a grade 2 MCL, which isn't that bad. He should be back by the end of the season, but hypothetically, it is worse, or he tweaks it a bit and it puts him out for the season, playoffs included. How far can the Warriors go with this squad?
I still think they could win it, but I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't be shocked if that team still made it to the finals and played the Cavs
So you
and
think-
won,
you think-
but I wouldn't expect
You
them
think
to.
Warriors with an absolute heinous bench without KD can beat this year's Spurs team?
I do like the Spurs, and I'd prefer the Spurs to win, but I just don't know if they're a very similar team to last year when they're getting.
I mean, you look at it, you say they're a similar team, but
Similar
this bench
team, yeah.
is dirty. It's
Yeah,
horrendous
but how much
compared to
worse
last
is it
year's.
than last season?
It's
I mean, they've
very, I'd say if I had to rate last year's bench out of 10, I'd give them a hard 10. If I had to rate this, I'd give them a hard 2.5.
got.
Here come the
Because,
Clippers.
Yeah, Clipper City.
Let's just hope this is hypothetical, because I don't want the Warriors to win by any stretch, but I want them to lose with their full squad.
Yeah,
Because it makes for funner basketball.
it is more interesting.
I want to see like Curry just explode.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
we back.
Yeah.
My team again. Like,
Wins MVP.
Oh, late
No,
tonight.
no chances.
yeah, probably not.
Averages 40 the rest of the year. Maybe he could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that'll be fine. I think they're talented enough to hold it down.
yeah.
And then KD comes back. He'll take him maybe a round to get back into
Yeah.
game shape, and then the Warriors are flying again. Unless he gets a setback, and then
That's it.
that's when the questions come in. That's where San Antonio have this roster that have waited for a little kink in the armor, and they could fully capitalize.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
that roster
interesting.
is loaded, and Kawhi Leonard should be heavily favored for the MVP. I think.
Woo!
I really love.
He won't win MVP, but he should.
Yeah.
He's the only all-star there, so by like the means of all-star measuring how good a player is, and that's how, if you're measuring like all time, that's how they do it. So only all-star, and they've got second best record in the NBA. Why isn't Kawhi the standout MVP?
Yeah. I was just gonna say it's interesting that the top two contenders in the, maybe not the top two, but two of the top contenders in the East and the top contender in the West now have injury concerns to a major player.
Yeah.
Which is interesting for the Celtics, who got probably against a rustier Cavs team and a rustier Raptors team, for the Wizards as well, and then for the Spurs, and probably no one else, honestly. I don't really think anyone's better than the Spurs and the Warriors in the
No.
West. But
It would. I'd probably like it if the Warriors didn't make it to the finals, though, because assuming that KD re-signs there, they're going to be doing that for the next
They're going to
5
be townhouse
years.
for a decade, so I would
It'd
like.
be good if they did.
That's all right. I'd like a season now where we can get something else. Like, I think the Rockets can do it,
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
the finals, but they need everything to fall in their place. They need to have a game where all their shooters do hit their shots. Because if all their shooters hit their shots, they're unstoppable. But that's the Rockets' problem. They should be 5 games higher than they are at the moment, but they've had unreliable shooting sometimes. So.
We might not get Cleveland Golden State round 3, but we might get Kawhi versus LeBron round 3.
Yeah,
and that is tied at 1-1.
Yeah, I would be a big
good.
fan
Yeah.
of Spurs, Cavs, or Spurs anyone. I really just want to see someone that's not LeBron in the finals this year, honestly, because
This year what will be
because it just changes the game. It just changes the game completely. Because you think about a lot of the West teams, like when they think, okay, we'll get to the finals, we beat LeBron. Then it changes when you've got a whole team to worry about, and you know you've been scouting the Cavs more heavily than you've been scouting, say, the Raptors or the Celtics. I just think it'd be really interesting to get some variance in the games for once.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's maybe we will talk about the top of the East now.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Since the Celtics are pushing up. Do we know how far behind they are?
4 games behind now.
Okay.
I still don't think we can pull the number 1 seed out.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
Cleveland will stay strong. And I'm really scared of the Wizards right now.
The
Wizards are Jamal's
firing.
bowling out of his mind.
Yeah.
But if there's one thing you can always rely on is the Wizards going back to mediocrity when it counts, so I would not stress.
Yeah, they're a weird team that, like, they're playing better than their talent now, and then often they play worse than their talent, but they never seem to find that middle ground where I'm like, yeah, this is about as good as that team is.
All I want is the Celtics to finish second and the Bulls to stick in the 7th seed, because that's going to be such a good series with veterans playing versus the very up-and-coming Celtics teams with Isaiah, seeing how he'd handle guarding someone like Rondo or Wade. I just think it'd be really fun to watch.
And maybe the Celtics would be keeping an eye on Jimmy Butler and seeing how well he plays.
Yeah, it's like a trade for him.
Either Jimmy knocks them out and they're like, nah, Jimmy, we told you to let us win and you're coming. You've dogged us twice now.
If he knocks us out, I say we trade for him and then just demote him to the D-League.
Should have learned, Jimmy.
Not even D-League, just like deep bench. He doesn't get to play basketball anymore.
So what do we think of the Wizards' ceiling? Do you think they have a team that could get to the NBA Finals?
Depends how much you like the new addition, Brandon Jennings. Probably not. He doesn't impact that much.
Yeah, like he's sort of...
He got dropped by the Knicks.
Is this another guy that's going to get minutes over Trey Burke?
Yeah.
Yeah. Trey Burke's getting shat on. He probably hates that.
Oh.
Yeah,
What's wrong with Trey Burke? Does he have the plague?
I think he just like shoots it all the time.
Can someone
From what I understand from the Jazz, why they hated him was that he just like gets the ball and he shoots it. Like he doesn't do anything else.
So,
email
and he doesn't shoot it well. Like he shoots like below 40%.
So the issue is you're playing too much like Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, we have the Westbrook skill.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
therostermail@gmail.com if you're a Wizards fan and you know what the fuck's happened to
him. But no, I really like the Wizards. Like John Wall's great. He's a great player. Beal's awesome. Otto Porter is really underrated. He's a good player. Even Morris is an underrated player, and Gortat is great. So
both the Morris twins had a ripper game.
Yeah, they did. They
it's good to see.
Is the Wizards' entire starting 5 underrated?
Yes.
Yeah. No, their whole starting 5 is awesome, and their bench is shit. That's been their problem most of the time.
The Wizards just need to do some good drafting late in the first round to try and find some good role players like the teams like the Cavs and the Warriors and the Spurs do. You draft these players and then you either get them trade worthy or they develop and you get a good bench through that method. But if they can do this, I reckon they're still a young core. They could be around for a while and contending in a few years.
And in the playoffs, your starters and like the top side of your bench are more important. So like if their starting 5 is amazing, like it might mean they drop some games in the regular season because they're just not deep enough to play hard every night. But in the playoffs, you spend more time with those top 5 guys.
You need 8 good players come playoffs, I think.
Yeah.
You need a few guys on your bench that play a heavy amount of minutes, but I think the Wizards just don't have 8.
Yeah, but I think like if you have a really good 5, like that's still enough to give teams.
I just don't think they're anywhere near a title.
Yeah, I think the Wizards are a tough out in the second round.
Yeah.
Like a really tough
I think
out.
whoever they play, they'll probably go to the second round, make it 6 games or something like that. Unless miraculously, Paul George finds ripper form and drops 70 a game.
Did we all see Kawhi Leonard just handle George last play of the game today? And just hit a game winner over him?
Yeah, I saw him hit the game winner.
Well, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good pickup, San Antonio.
Yeah, that's right. I guess if we're talking about the top of the East and mentioned the Cavs a bit and how Love's injured, but they've made some additions which
They've got like a pretty
Some additions.
pretty good
We've added
bench.
one of
What do you
the
think about it?
renowned elite point guards from past.
Yeah.
Still a good point guard, and Andrew Bogut, a heavy, reliable center on the Warriors who, people said that's why they didn't win the title because Bogut was out. If he had those two, it's scary.
Yeah, they're a very deep team now.
I really want to see if the Cavs and the Warriors make the finals, like Bogut just lay out Curry on the screen.
Just hit him with the clothesline.
And just stare him down and be like, yeah, this is what you gave up. You used to get that space. Now Kyle Korver's getting that space. Could you imagine like an all-time Cavs roster, like every guy in their prime? Like,
Yeah.
That would be a good roster.
That would be
All-time,
a lot of
like-
ego.
Yeah.
All-time LeBron roster, like guys who have just followed LeBron around, would be insane. Yeah.
God, who gets the starting 2 spot?
Chalmers. I'm going to say Chalmers.
Chalmers two
Wait, wouldn't you be Wade?
over Ray,
Wade.
Wade, JR. He was good in his peak. That's what I mean. Like there's
I think
JR's still out. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, I think these the Cavs should definitely be favourite now. When you look at the last, they had a pretty weak bench start of the season, and now they've got. Assuming Kevin Love comes back, they'll have Channing Frye,
Rip Jordan
Richard Jefferson, Kyle Korver, DeAndre Liggins,
Oh, yeah.
Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith, Darren Williams, and Derek Williams as options off the bench.
Yeah.
It's just a testament to what LeBron does for your team. Like,
Yeah.
you guys
Still
want to win a
LeBron
ring?
factor.
Just come ring chase with me. Like every year they find like these guys, they're just like, yeah, let's go get a ring.
Yeah. I'm a little cooler on the Cavs bench than you guys, I think. I think Darren's competent, but I don't think he's I think he's he took a bad shot and choked in the game yesterday, I think.
He's not the playmaker.
What, the open three?
Yeah, he missed it. Choked.
It wasn't a bad shot.
No, but I hate Darren Williams.
So that's a bad shot. Chris Paul's fading shit wasn't a bad shot.
I'm not doing this for our podcast. Except that you're wrong. We can move on.
It was a bad shot.
And I think Bogut's washed. I don't think Bogut has much left. He'll play 7 minutes a game, grab some rebounds, and
I think you're
walk up the
wrong.
court.
I think Bogut just needs to slot into a team well. I don't think the Cavs is the team he slots in, but I think he could be a starter on a team if he wasn't ring chasing.
Yeah. Also, keep in mind, I don't like either of those players.
Yeah.
So I kind of want the Cavs to lose now, but I love LeBron so much. I don't know if I want them to lose. I'm very conflicted about the Cavs.
Just watch his game winner his game tie against Washington.
See,
His fadeaway.
Who's?
LeBron's.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you'll be back.
Yeah.
See, I just think, I just feel for Darren. I feel like he's a lot better than people giving him credit for. He just hasn't played up to his ability the past few years because he's been playing on complete garbage teams. So why play like that? You've got your locked in long-term contract. The team wants to be shit so they can get better players. So why play better? I mean, the Mavs were garbage anyway. No offense, Mavs, but this season they weren't going anywhere. You watched their first month.
Oh yeah,
And if I was on that team, I wouldn't have been trying either. But then you just look, where's he been before that? The Nets were complete garbage. And just everywhere he's gone has been garbage. So I just want to see him play well for once and try his heart out, which I hope happens. I hope I'm right about him, but I guess we'll only see come the end of the season whether or not he's, playing that good bench point role or if he's, going to be garbage.
Yeah, anything else you guys want to bring up? Anything your teams are doing that's particularly interesting?
Well, I could see Darren and Bogut just getting benched in the finals because they don't match up well against the Warriors. Darren can't guard anyone, and when the Warriors go small, it's almost pointless having Bogut on the court when you can have Thompson who can switch out and guard those perimeter guys.
Yeah.
You see that last season where Mo Williams played all regular season, played first 3 rounds, and then just got benched. And then the season before, and Delhi as well, plays a big role. And then if you don't fit in the finals, you're getting benched. The rotation gets that slim.
I suppose,
Is it
they just get more options and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if something does come up where they need a tall, rebounding defensive player, Bogut can slip in and stuff, yeah.
You just look, not last season's finals, the season before, because when Kyrie was out, Daly started every game, had some very valuable minutes and proved himself. And then come the next season, he just didn't fit how the team were playing, so he didn't play much in the finals. So it's not a talent thing, it's just whether or not you fit the structure.
Yeah, Matt, you're looking at your phone. You got anything interesting there?
Yeah, no, I think Williams is going to be more impact. I don't think Bogut's going to do much, but I think because the Cavs want to stretch the floor and have Channing Frye out with Kevin Love on the floor a lot. But I think Darren Williams is the guy that the Cavs wanted. They needed that point guard off the bench. like LeBron wanted a playmaker and stuff. And this guy's been a starting point guard his whole career. And just because he's been on some pretty average teams, he's still been like a pretty reasonably good player, like a starting caliber player on these teams. So why couldn't he move on to a reasonably big bench role with the Cavs?
I think something as well that was very underrated about Darren was when he was playing with a lot of players, he made them a lot better. Like you look at that Utah team, and he played with a couple of All-Stars, and then they left those teams and they were just completely washed. Like just look at Boozer. It's not like he got much older. He just played like garbage on the Bulls, and he played like an All-Star when he was with Darren. I just think he's underrated and makes the team better. So I feel like he could be a good leader of the bench unit.
Yeah, I think when I think about Darren's time in Utah, it's always just got this little asterisk for the fact that he drove the legend Jerry Sloan out. Like,
Yeah.
that leaves a bad taste in my mouth when players try to make like coaching decisions, like who should coach, unless you're LeBron.
Yeah.
Like Dwight did it.
That's the LeBron clause.
Rings help. If you've won rings, you can sort of make those decisions.
But when Darren says no, we don't want this Hall of Fame coach to coach our team, and Dwight says we don't want Stan Van Gundy, who is a very good coach, I feel. I don't know.
He was young, and I think he's old. Like he's much older now, and he's a veteran. And whenever I, was kind of seeing him be interviewed at the Mavs, he did seem like he's one of those smart guys now who like knows what he's talking about.
Knows he's made mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's this past week's made the season so much more interesting. I'm really looking forward to the end of it.
Fuck Zaza. Fell on KD's leg.
No, not his best work.
JaVale wouldn't have done that. He would have fallen on his own head.
I think we'll finish up on that. Find us at the-roster.net.
Do it.
Do we have any idea when we're posting your Nerlens thing?
Well, next couple of days, hey?
Yeah.
It's a good
I
read.
finished it.
It's a good read.
Yeah, it's just going through the intense editing process of the roster. We've got all about...
By that we mean share it in group chat and everyone gives it a read.
Yeah, and we're like, I like that you wrote this.
I've not contributed. I've contributed one thing to an article being changed, and everything else has just been, yep, good right. I enjoy your reads.
So look out for that. That'll be, I don't know, Monday, weekend.
Yeah.
Up to Matt.
Well, I've finished it, so...
We can post it tomorrow.
I've read it. Fuck all the
Alright,
viewers.
let's
I've
get
read
it.
it.
It's going to come up similar time to this.
It's going to come out exactly an hour after this podcast because I'll put it up at 11.
So go straight from this pod to reading his article.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, you're personally attacking him.
Yeah, and then also, if you've gotten this far, you shouldn't be doing that because we're like best friends now. If you listen this far into the podcast, you're literally part of the roster.
You probably have to email us if you listen.
Yeah, if you got
We'll
this
probably
far, hit us
Skype you
up.
onto this pod.
Yeah. You can email us at therostermail@gmail.com.
Oh shit, a phone in with a viewer, that'd be
Fuck,
fun.
that'd be pretty good. If you're a viewer and you want to phone in, legit, just let us know. You can also find us on Facebook, roster.net, Twitter, @rostertweets. I'm redoing the Tumblr, so I'm not going to tell people what
When is that moment coming on?
Yeah, I'll text him after this. It'll be all good. Thank you for listening. Read Matt's piece. Email us. Thanks.
Woo!
Why don't we have a MySpace?
Fuck.
Fuck Darren Williams.